Lady and Ire are cuddling on the couch. Look at them. Look how cute they are. What's going on? Are you guys wrestling? Weren't you just playing? I know you're still. Why? Those two are so silly. This is the official beginning of Papercuts, episode 18. This is a dual prompt episode. Unfortunately, we didn't have too many submissions. We had a lot of stuff going on over the holidays. A lot of people weren't able to commit. Oh my goodness, my freaking nose. Anyway, sorry. That being said, let's get into this, guys. Our two prompts that we had started off as, first we did a rewind. For those of you that aren't familiar with it, rewind is the opportunity for people to take any of the previous creative prompts that they might have missed, or if they want to rework or work that they had submitted previously with any of the suggestions that I made, or if you wanted to work with me to make whatever it is that you created the first time better, then that is perfectly acceptable. I usually post a list of all the prompts that we've had, and then you get to pick whichever one you want. Secondly, our last prompt was, what is your comfort object? So, like I said, we have 3 submissions, 2 different participants, and it's going to be really short, but it's going to be amazing no matter what. So our first submission is by Dragonolia, our one and only, our favorite. We love her, Dragonolia. She did the rewind prompt of First Love. I do believe when I first made this creative prompt, it was tell me about your first love. A lot of people did things that they fell in love with first. I know that a lot of people did stuff like animals, or I think for me, it might have been acting. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a huge thespian. I love being on the stage. Other than that, slight adjustment. Move the mic slightly closer. Low volume. Okay. How's that? Is that any better? I'm so sorry. You guys are silly. Okay. Anyway, so First Love didn't have to always be a person. First Love could have been anything that you found a passion in first. And for Dragonolia, she has written something for us. So let's get into this. This is submission by Dragonolia for First Love. A message to my first love. You were my first true love. You opened my heart to what I thought at the time was amazing, consuming love, and you swept me off my feet. It didn't matter to me that we didn't live in the same city, never mind the same province. You made me feel things I didn't know that were possible. We communicated by text messages, using that ancient T9 texting technique on our flip phones. Oh, how it made me laugh and smile, even while we texted in class with our phones beneath our desks. Especially at that time you told me your binder almost vibrated off your desk because your phone was in the front zipper pocket. I know we made the decision to date before ever meeting in person, and some people thought we were making a mistake. But it didn't feel that way for me. That first time I walked into your arms and you held me, I knew that we had made the right decision. It felt like I was home, there with my head next to your heart. That first visit was amazing, and getting to know each other in person, I'll never forget. It is funny how we knew so much without even meeting face to face. We shared our likes with each other about music and video games, and later on scary movies where you would hold me when I got scared. Do you remember those Greyhound transport buses? I cried every time you went home on one, but especially that first time. It hurt so much to see you get on that bus to go home. I loved to see you arrive on them, but hated to see them take you. Sometimes Seems like a lifetime ago. Remember how we would keep long distance charges down on our parents' phone bills by going into private game rooms on our FPS games and just talk for hours? Or we would take on our enemies in the online game rooms with our clan. We were just too cute, having to cut back on our babe talk over the mics, or we would risk getting muted by our own team. Those haters. We tried to stay in touch, and we tried to stay in love, but the distance was too much. When you graduated before me, we fell into different crowds. We talked less, and there were horrible words said to one another. Those parties where you would drink too much and your friends would take your phone from you and threaten me, saying I had you whipped or whatever. It was sad when it ended, and I cried for you, and boxed up your gifts, and put my heart in that box with them too. I don't know when I eventually unboxed my heart for someone else, but I know I did leave a little piece of it in there next to those memories. Yes, you were my first love, who showed me how to smile and blush and be flirtatious, but you were also the one who showed me how to frown and cry and be guarded with my heart. Communication should have been just between us without anyone else as a middle person, but it wasn't. We weren't the best communicators, but I've learned from that now. I'd like to say if I could go back, I'd change how things happened, but honestly, thank you for those learning opportunities. A lost love. Dragon. Dragon, that was so sweet and so pure. And just, I know that everyone's first romantic love is a different experience. But reading that just brought those feelings back that first time. You're so nervous and awkward and you don't know what you're doing. You never know what you're doing. And you learn through those experiences. The first time is I really hate bringing up Nicholas Sparks books and quotes and things because white people almost kissing, obviously. What is it? White straight people almost kissing. That's all Nicholas Sparks does. But in the Notebook, the quote is, "First loves are never truly over." And I think that's right. I think that they're not. Even if you had the unfortunate experience that I did and had a terrible first love. Oh, man. They always have that little piece of you. It was the first time you learned. It was special and unique. And I think it teaches us all a lot. And thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And it was really beautiful. I'm not crying. Oh my gosh. Hi, Dragon, you're here. I'm glad you made it. Wow. That was really good, Dragon. I don't think anyone actually talked about their first romantic love when they did that prompt. But I'm so glad that you did. For our next prompt, we have 2 submissions, and she's one of them. She happens to be our second one, so we will get on. If anyone sees Runneth, please let her know that you appreciate her submissions, and we're gonna get started on them. So, like I said, this prompt was, what is your comfort object? I just now realized that my comfort object is upstairs. So, Runneth's here. Sweet. Hi, Runneth. Hi, Runneth. Do you guys want me to get my comfort object, or do you want me to just not? You let me know. You think about it. We're gonna get into Runneth's submission. Runneth has. You want me to go grab it? I'll go grab it in a minute. We're focused on Runneth right now. Runneth has 2 images. So this is a photograph of Runneth's comfort object. And we're gonna get in on the text. Submission by Runneth. This prompt really hit home for me. This is my comfort item. It is a crocheted blanket that was made for me before I was born. I've had this blanket with me through everything in my life. Every bruise, hardship, heartbreak, death, happy moment, and love I had him with me. And every love I had him with me. Okay, got it. Thank you. I call him Blue. He is 30 years old and has been repaired more times than I can count. I recently found out I was pregnant and started hoping they would be a little baby blanket, baby like I was, walking around dragging this huge trail of a blanket behind me. Blue was so much bigger than me for so long. But unfortunately, I lost my baby. So Blue has been helping me through this as well. I don't know what I'd do without Blue. Hoping this didn't bum you out. And if it's too sad, please don't share it. I don't want to bring down the vibes. Wow. I really wish I had read that before. I really do like to put trigger warnings. I'm so sorry about that. Mel, if you could remind me to put a trigger warning for the video, I'd appreciate it. Runneth, I am so sorry. I didn't know. I love you, Runneth. Even if I had read this before, I would have shared this. I think it is a very important thing that we talk about things that are real here on this channel. And loss is a very real thing that happens to everyone. I'm sorry if I'm out of line for feeling badly that you didn't share with me what happened. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine and perfectly acceptable. I want to be there for you, and I know that you have an entire community of people at your back that want to be there for you too, if you want us. Please, please do not feel pressured into thinking that we need to be in your business. No, that is for you to decide, but I want you to know that I'm there for you. I am. Doesn't matter if you just need me to exist there. I don't have to talk. You don't have to talk. You can just know that there's someone on the other end of the line. Thank you for sharing that. There's a second picture. So this is a picture of the full blanket, and I'm assuming that this is showing the detail of how loved this blanket has been over the last 30 years. Runneth, I love you so much, and you've been so supportive and so wonderful in the time that I've known you, and I hope you know that you can count on me if you need me. um, Thank you. We have a second submission for our comfort object, or what's your comfort object, and it is by Dragonolia. Dragonolia sent me a video, and I hope that you guys will enjoy it. After that, I will run upstairs and get my comfort object, and I will introduce you to my comfort object. So, without further ado, let's see Dragonolia's.
Hey guys, this is Dragonolia. I am doing paper cuts for the prompt of your comfort object, which for me would be singing. Maybe not necessarily my voice, but singing. So I have a couple of a cappella clips for you, and here we go. I set out on a narrow way many years ago, hoping I would find true love along the broken road. But I got lost a time or two, wiped my brow and kept pushing through. I couldn't see how every sign pointed straight to you. And every long lost dream led me to where you are. Others have broken my heart. They were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true. I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I will never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue. I'd go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. I was blindfolded, but now I'm seeing. My mind was closing, now I'm believing. I finally know just what it means to let someone in, to see the side of me that no one does or ever will. So if you're ever lost and find yourself all alone, I'd search forever just to bring you home. Here and now, this I vow. And now you know that I'd come for you. No one but you. Yes, I'd come for you, but only if you told me to. I'd fight for you. I'd lie for true. It's I'd life for you. You know I'd always come for you. You know I'd always come for you. If I had just one wish, only one demon, I hope he's not like me. I hope he understands that he can take this life and hold it by my hand, and he can greet the world with arms wide open, with arms wide open, under the sunlight. Welcome to this place, I'll show you everything, with arms wide open. Now everything has changed, I'll show you love, I'll show you everything, with arms wide open, with arms wide open. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here. Thanks, everyone. I hope you like the paper cuts.
Dragon, thank you so much. I didn't expect a montage. That was beautiful and wonderful. I always love whenever you do singing. I'm so glad that that is your comfort object, is to sing. And like, I totally get that. I totally relate to that on so many levels. Whenever I'm happy, I want to sing and dance. Whenever I'm sad, I want to sing and dance. Whenever I'm mad, I throw things and I scream really, really loud rock angry music. So, thank you. That was beautiful and wonderful. And I'm so glad that you did that. I love when you do that. Just so you know, I love whenever you find music that in whenever a prompt inspires you to find music of a certain variety. I loved that so much. Oh my gosh. I wish I knew how to do, you know how you have those YouTubers and those TikTokers and whomever, they have those duets and trios, and like they have whole choirs. I wish I could do that. I wish we could do like a collab. I don't know how to do that, or else I would. I totally would. And I really I'm so blown away every time. Were those your original photos? I know that a few times you've used your own original photos, and especially the one with the train and the trees. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. I loved that a lot. I don't know if you know this. I love trees and I love trains and I love water and I'm weird. So, yes, I loved that one a lot. You so much. I've got nothing else to say about that. Like, there's something so comforting about having music. Music is so comforting. I can't, for the life of me, ever imagine how or why another person would not love music. I don't understand it. I don't. But thank you for that. I have to say, one of the sweetest gestures anyone has ever done for me was they sang to me. They sang to me, and I'm about to cry right now. Oh, it was wonderful. I just because they were super nervous about it, and like they had to like hype themselves up, and they sang to me, and I was just like, I cried like I'm doing right now, because it was music just brings all the emotions, and it just like puts things into perspective in a different way. There's always something that like music does for me. There's always something. And I love it so much. I don't know if Mel wants me to share this with you guys or not, but Mel recorded a special rendition of one of my favorite songs that I saved on my phone, and anytime I'm upset, I get to listen to him sing Blackbird. So there's that. You guys want me to go get my comfort object? Do you want me to go get it? I'm gonna have to run upstairs like a crazy person. And it's fine. I can and I will. Otherwise, some of you have seen it. I actually have a picture of it. Hold on. You want me to go? Yeah, I have a picture of it. All right. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay. So, you guys know that I have terrible anxiety, right? Like I have super bad anxiety. I am technically diagnosed as an agoraphobic. Um honestly, I am. That being said, my comfort object actually came from a meme. A few years ago, so I want to say like 3 years ago, I shared a meme on like Facebook or something about how if you need an emotional support animal, you should have a honey badger. Because one, it's super cuddly, but also two, it'll eat somebody's face off. And I shared that on Facebook, and one of my closest friends decided to go and get me a honey badger. Which this honey badger sleeps with me every single night. Every night. And this is Nikki B, by the way. Nikki B is my emotional support animal. There are innumerable tears soaked on this poor animal's fur. There are immeasurable kisses right there on his mouth. And he's named after my two best friends, Nicholas and B. And why it's so special and why it's named after both of my best friends is because both of my best friends are of House Hufflepuff from Harry Potter. And who here knows what the animal is for House Hufflepuff? Anybody? Does anyone here know Hufflepuff House animal? In case you couldn't guess, it's a badger. So I have this badger, and named after my two best friends. I hug it, I kiss it, I cry into it, and it makes me, it brings me great comfort. And I haven't had it all my life, unlike Runneth. I've only had it for 3 years. But for those of you that know me very personally, you know that the last 3 years of my life haven't been the easiest. So, on top of this being my comfort object, When my best friend B had to move away, I got her the house Ravenclaw animal to take with her, so she would always have a piece of me. Does anyone know the house Ravenclaw animal? If you guys guess wrong, I'm gonna be a little upset. I'm gonna cry a little bit, but it's fine because most people have a misconception about it, and that's fine. That's fine. True nerds know. Uh, now, if that's your guess, I'm gonna cry. Um, the house Ravenclaw animal is actually an eagle. I got my best friend a harpy eagle because it's not a bald eagle. It's definitely not one of those. I got her a harpy eagle to take with her. You want to pet the badger? Pet the badger. This is Nicky V. He's wonderful. Thank you, Rena. Anyway, so yes, that's my comfort object. It's nothing grand. I haven't had it my whole life, like I said, but it's gotten me through so many different things, and it's still there for me today. So, thank you all for your love and support on this wonderful, if not brief, paper cuts. We're going to get a sneak peek on that prompt for next time. Like I said, you guys ready? Who's ready? Who is ready? Anybody? Anybody ready for this? You guys get the sneak peek of the prompt. So, for our next creative prompt, you guys, if you had the opportunity to go on an exploration, would you rather go to the depths of the ocean, or would you rather go to the vastness of space? What would you hope to find there? What do you think? What do you think? Do you love it? I was thinking about it. I swear I wasn't high when I was thinking about it, but I was really thinking about it. Because as many of you know, I'm a scuba diver, but also I've had a crazy fascination for astronomy. So this was something that I thought about, and I'm like, what would I rather do? Would I rather stay here on our planet and explore something that hasn't been fully explored yet? Or would I rather go throughout the galaxies and see what else is out there? What do you guys think? What would you do? Oh, I'm super excited about this. So I hope you guys like it. I hope that it's not something crazy and that you guys think that I'm a nutcase for. But let's see what happens. I have high hopes. How about that? So that's going to conclude our Paper Cuts episode for this week. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. Besitos. Oh, and thank you, Dragon and Runneth, for your submissions. I appreciate you guys endlessly, and they were amazing. I'll see you in a minute.